Hey there, Kristen.
Hello, Laura.
What is going on?
Oh, just another cold winter day.
It's a cold winter day, but
Which is why I like watching Beverly Hills.
Ah.
It's so sunny there.
exactly, because it's sunny and gorgeous, and we're still
Yes.
thinking about all of our friends out there and
Yes.
fighting back from the fires. But
Mhm.
as we watched this week's episode of Beverly Hills, it was Spa Day at Boze's.
A perfect storm out.
She was hosting a sisterhood Serenity Soiree, as they say.
Well, I love how she was saying how in my business,
yes.
some people have great ideas, but they don't know how to execute them.
Exactly.
So she's there to execute.
She's there to execute, get in.
We got
She's
smart
gonna
moves.
fix it. She gonna fix
She gonna
it.
fix it.
Sutton didn't know how to execute.
Right.
Bazoma is gonna come in there. I just love calling her Bazoma. I love calling her Boz. I just love everything about this.
Oh,
woman.
I love this woman so much.
I thought Boze was interesting when she said
called Sisterhood Serenity Soiree.
Sisterhood Serenity Soiree
Yeah.
at Bazoma's. And I know where she is now. I
Okay.
can't tell if it's she's either in Hancock Park. They showed the sign for Hancock Park. That's where I
Okay.
used to live. With
Oh,
Yep. And then I lived there for the last probably 7 years or 8 years.
is that where your
But there's
apartment
also
was?
Larchmont. There's also a place out there called Larchmont, which is right sort of next door, which looks just like Larchmont, New York. It's really
Oh,
which is
because
very
Larchmont,
close
New York
to
is
where we are.
beautiful.
Yeah, where we are.
Yes.
So somebody was saying, "Oh, it's Larchmont that she lives in, not Hancock Park," which they're right next to each other. They're very close, and they're both gorgeous and beautiful.
Where is that in relation to actual Beverly Hills? Is it like right nearby?
They'll call it Beverly Hills adjacent, but it's not right nearby. No, it's maybe
Okay.
15, 20 minutes away.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So basically,
I do love her house.
I love Boze.
It just seems like such a cozy,
I love everything about
fun,
Boze.
nice place to
If
go.
I could, I would marry Boze.
I know.
I would say, Boze, let's get married. Let's screw Keely. Who needs him? Let's have the baby you want. Let's do it all. So Boze,
I know. She
Boze
is
says
the best.
Kyle chose a moment that her and Dorit were not there to share the text.
Yeah.
So here we are with the text message, and now we
Mhm.
cut to Kyle FaceTiming. It's funny. You never see her really FaceTiming Kathy for any kind of support. She's always freaking fighting with Kathy.
I know.
So now she's calling her like, "Oh, hi, Kathy. We miss you. And I have to go over to Boz's spa day." And I'm thinking, Kyle,
Yeah.
you selfish biatch.
Yes.
Because if I was going to anybody's spa day during the day, I'd be the happiest mofo. If I was going to Boze's house, you know it's
Yeah.
going to be fan-fucking-tastic.
Yes.
Shut up, Kyle. And
Yes.
go there. Just shut up.
Well, Kyle at this point is on the brink of a breakdown.
She's real. And she
She
doesn't
really-
look well.
She is a yeah. She
She
doesn't
needs
look.
to darken her hair up again.
Is that
It's
what it
too
is?
brassy.
No, and it's on her face. Maybe it's the veins
brassy.
popping out. Like
Mm.
she's like a ticking time bomb to
But
me.
Kyle, just let it all out. Whatever it is, just let it out because this is so
Yeah.
stupid. I feel like she's holding so much inside.
She
Kyle.
really is.
What is the big problem? Did Mo cheat on you? Like, what is it? Like, what is?
I know what it is,
inside
I
of her?
think.
What is in her?
She can't say it out loud about the cheating because she wants to protect her daughters. I'm telling you.
Yeah, you're up.
And she doesn't want to say out loud about the Morgan
Good theory,
relationship because
Kristen.
she wants to
Yep.
protect her daughters.
Good theory.
It's like she's a pressure cooker.
Yeah, you can see it.
Yes.
And the thing is, Maurice walks in the house. Good old Mo.
Oh yeah.
He's happy as a clam.
Oh, he's like got not a care in the world.
Happy
Hey,
as
what's
a
up?
clam.
Well, he's living his best life.
Please.
He's living the life he's wanted to live. I think he loves Kyle.
I think he
and
loves
they're
Kyle.
friends.
Oh yeah,
But
Hiya, honey.
I think
You
it's
walk
like
the
in
house.
him, like he's just wants to sleep with everybody.
I guess he just wants to spread his mo like peace, love, joy.
Yes.
I'm good. Let's have
I'm
a gummy.
good. Yes.
Yeah, let's just get it on.
Yes.
And whatever happens, happens. But let's get back to Boze's house.
Boze's
'Cause I
Serenity
do want to
Soiree.
mention that if I was at Boze's Serenity Soiree, I would have eaten every ounce of that
Oh,
14-course meal.
Right. What was it?
She just
Menus
talked
bouche?
about it.
What was that French?
No, an amuse-bouche.
That's
is-
it, an amuse-bouche.
An amuse-bouche.
That looks so good.
Because I'm a Bravo watcher and because I watch Top Chef.
Yeah, they say that on Top Chef.
Amuse-bouche is basically, a gift from the chef or a starter to your course. The chef
Right.
is sending an amuse-bouche out, which is just whatever he likes to start off your meal.
I love
To
that.
say, set the tone, right?
Mhm,
But I love that it was 14 courses, and I
Mhm.
love that She had those fluffy white fabulous robes
And they had their
with the
names on
names on them.
them.
And Boze, of course, comes down the stairs and she looks fucking stunning.
Oh, always.
Wow.
Yeah.
I was like, God damn, she's not having a facial today.
Oh my God.
Her
And she just got
makeup.
her surgery. She looks amazing.
Unbelievable.
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 Oh, she's
We're
gorgeous.
in love with
She's
you, Boze.
gorgeous. I'm in love with
We're
Boze
in love.
too.
Boze, we're in love.
Please, we
Come
love
talk
you.
to us, Boze. Sutton, Tilly, and Garcelle are in the car on the way. And
Oh, and Kyle arrives.
well, they also, who was it? Was it Sutton or Tilly who said, or Garcelle, that there's no way back for Dorit and Kyle? Doesn't think there's a way back.
Yeah.
One of them was saying that.
Yeah, right? Ugh, I don't know.
And then Dorit's so funny. She's like, what do I think about Kyle's feelings coming into the day? I don't give a shit. I was like,
I don't really think
really
she
give a
does.
shit what she thinks.
She also threw a little shade at Kyle. Shade at Kyle.
Kate is good too, though.
Shade is good.
Kate works.
That's like Kyle shade combined.
Yes.
When she was like, "Oh, you look comfortable." Kyle's wearing like this, sleeveless thing, and Bo said, "Come comfortable." She goes, "You look comfortable."
Wait, and how about when Kyle throws the shade right back and she's like, I'm not so bored that every day has to be a fashion show.
Okay.
Like it is for you, Dorit, which she didn't say.
Yeah.
But I was like,
woo.
And then also, Dorit doesn't give a shit because she's basically told everybody about the PK text message except for
her.
Dorit,
Right.
who she shows she's not thinking about me.
Yeah.
Clearly, she's
No.
not. And it's
No.
so stupid how they can make the biggest thing out of the smallest, dumbest. And I do get it. It's a lot of semantics. Like, did she? Like, it's not just about memes. It is a little bit more than that.
Yeah.
But, oh Lord.
Oh, and I love. I'm jumping ahead a little bit, but I love how Jen Tilly calls them mims.
The mims.
The
That was in
mims.
the car. She said, it wasn't just about the mims. And she's like, well, it's memes. Garcelle was like, it's memes. Memes.
It's memes.
Okay.
Maybe it's because
I
I didn't know
love
Jen Tilly was Canadian.
She is.
Maybe
She
it
keeps
is
getting
because she's a little bit of that Canadian accent
And
comes out.
it's
mims.
funny. I love Jennifer Tilly's laugh.
Oh, I just love her.
It's like this real guttural. You don't expect it. I don't expect it to come out of her.
Right.
So when I hear, that real, I love it. It's
I think
great.
that they need to show more of her. Now I have to say this in terms of friends of, she's kind of outshining Kathy. I like
Kathy
seeing
Hilton?
her more than Kathy Hilton. What about you? What do you think?
No. I like Kathy Hilton too, but I like a great balance of them.
Okay, yeah.
I
mean,
do.
they
I like
haven't
it
been
too.
showing Kathy a
No,
lot, but
no.
I'm fanning on Jen Tilly.
Yeah. No, she's fun.
Very much.
And then Boz makes a toast. They go and meet the chef.
Okay,
and,
yes.
Hot Chef Daryl. I thought he was
was
kind of cute. And
The ladies liked him.
You see Garcelle being a little flirty because
Oh,
she's like, "You're all
yeah.
beautiful ladies," and then Garcelle was like, "Who's the most beautiful, Daryl?" And then they got there, of course, as we mentioned, amuse bouche.
Yes.
Now I just wanted to say they're sitting on doing all the treatments and stuff,
Yeah.
and all out on Boze's patio.
Yeah.
And I freaking love the LA life. Like it's indoor, outdoor living 24/7.
Right.
And the thing that's always fascinated me about Los Angeles, because so many people, right? They have the indoor, outdoor. Their indoor house, the doors are always open. There's not a bug to be seen.
Yeah.
There's not a bug to be found.
What is that?
There's
are no
no
bugs there?
gnats. I don't understand this. I
I
don't
know.
understand. The birds chirp at night there. They chirp all night.
Wow.
I don't understand.
Yeah, where are
But
the
it's
bugs?
it's a very magical place, Los Angeles. It really is.
It is.
But
it
I
is.
also picked up that I had a good giggle that you hear Sutton in the back. It's not even on her. The camera's not even on her. And Sutton's like, "What, I have neuralgia." She's talking about her neuralgia in her feet again.
Okay.
And I was like, "Oh my God, Sutton, do you think this man hands, this gorgeous masseuse who's coming in wants to hear about your freaking neuralgia?"
No.
Like, talk about
her and her
killing it.
ailments. Last season it was the esophagus.
Yeah. Talk about
Oh, I love it.
talk about shit you don't want to know about. Like,
No.
just talk about killing the vibe, Sutton. and wasn't it Garcelle who said, I'll die if I'm wearing a kitty sweater talking about my neuralgia on a date?
Right.
Like, and there it is. So it was interesting now as Garcelle is getting ready for the spa day.
Yeah.
And she's very calm. There's Dorit.
I
Dorit
did.
shows up.
Did you like this moment with them?
I
Because
did.
I did.
I loved it.
I thought
loved
it was a very sincere explanation from Dorit and where she was coming from.
Agreed. I
Yeah.
thought it was great.
And I think Garcelle took it very well. And I feel like underneath, these two ladies could be friends.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I
Yeah.
loved it. And she's like, bring more of this. This is what's the new Dorit 2.0. Then I want to see more. Like,
Yes.
bring it. And I also think she approached Garcelle, even though Garcelle's like, oh no, why are you coming now? I'm relaxing.
She was like, oh,
She was
yes.
like, what are you doing? But I think she approached her actually at the right time because Garcelle's defenses were down. She was
Yes.
kind of relaxed. And it was the first real moment
Great
between
point.
the two of them.
Yes.
You know, and it was really nice to see. Like,
Yeah.
it was nice to see them just.
Let them start over and let's hope
Yeah.
this stays on this path. I don't want to see the two of them get into it again.
And she was just saying, like,
I just
had
don't.
my
And I feel
divorce.
like Dorit needs people on. She needs smart people on her
Yeah.
side. Garcelle is very smart.
Oh, Garcelle's great. I
She's
mean,
great.
just a
So
cool-
get her
she's
onto
just a cool
the Dorit
person.
train right
She's
now.
a cool chick.
Because I really feel like Dorit is sort of by herself, even though she's got Boze.
She's on a bit of an island.
She's on an
well,
island.
Boze is sticking up for her girl, and I love it.
And I love every minute of it.
So Dorit apologizes, blah blah blah, and
Yeah.
it's a nice moment, as we say. So,
But Boze then goes to Kyle and brings up the
This was a
text.
big deal.
No, I don't think so either. It was like, but see, Kyle, I think she's guilty, which is why she's acting.
Which is what Garcelle is saying.
Yeah.
Which is what Boze is saying. Like, the more
They're all seeing it.
Kyle starts to have a freak attack,
Literally.
that she looks really guilty.
Yeah.
But it was so funny because she wanted her to read the text to her, and then Erika's like, "You need a warrant for that. What do you mean?"
Why is Erika siding more with Kyle now? She's afraid of Kyle.
Well, I think she said it at the end of the episode. She's like, "Kyle's been my friend for 10 years. I'm choosing to believe Kyle. I need more evidence."
Okay, then.
I think she's just trying to kind of stand up a little for Kyle because everybody's seemingly against her.
Do you think she's afraid of Kyle because she wants to stay on the show?
Well, that's what Dorit says. Dorit goes,
I just
I've
feel
never
like
known Erika.
Kyle's got so much pull with these producers.
Saying, I've never seen Erika afraid of anybody, and she seems to be afraid of Kyle. I mean, Dorit called that right out that's the end of the episode, but let's talk about it now. She calls her straight out and says, I think she's afraid of her.
Yeah, I think so.
And
I
you're
really
right.
do.
I think you're right. Maybe she is a little afraid. She needs the money.
She needs the money. She needs that job. She needs that role. And
right, it keeps
does
her
Dorit have
relevant.
pull with that show, or does Kyle?
And
Kyle,
of course. And you know what? I think they're right to, Erika and all of them that need the job. Because once you're off the show, people forget very quickly.
Very quickly.
Blah, blah, blah. It's like, who are you? What?
Yeah.
If you're not like out in the forefront,
yes,
it's not. Bravo is an amazing tool for selling yourself. And
oh my!
merchandising.
Well, look at where Erika is now. She's on Broadway right now.
Yeah,
she's got
there
all
right
these.
this minute.
Would she be getting these gigs in Vegas and all that
She's
if
there.
it wasn't for the housewife fame that she
Of course
has?
not.
So
No.
for her to keep that
She
going,
doesn't have-
she's got to take care
She
of
doesn't
herself.
have the Tom fake money train behind her.
She
anymore.
doesn't. So that's what I'm saying. She's got herself. That's it.
Yeah. Again,
But Erika assures Kyle.
well, she stomps out then.
yeah,
Kyle.
right. Kyle has her temper tantrum.
She has a little bit
Like a
well,
child.
She didn't run out into the street yet. She just walks into the living room and said, "I can't take it anymore. I've done nothing wrong." And
But did you
What?
see, like, she
me
did
tell
wind up reading the text,
She
but
did.
she
She
was
came
like
out.
shaking.
I
When
know.
She was freaking out. The veins came out again. She was freaking out. And everyone was kind of just looking at her. And Dorit was, nice and calm. I thought Dorit was receiving it like,
Yes, she
okay,
really was.
I'm taking this in. Okay.
She comes out to make the announcement, like you said. She's crying. She says one thing, and then I'm leaving. One thing, and then I'm going. Kyle is the ugliest crier ever. She's about as bad as Kim Kardashian.
She's a Kim
Have you ever seen
Kardashian
Kim
crier.
Kardashian's cry?
And her voice gets all like crinkly. And,
It's like it's the ugliest cry I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
I couldn't even get that ugly if I tried.
oh, Dan was
But I'm
watching that
crying.
scene with me. And he's like, what is wrong with
So she says, "Look, I've loved you and PK and your kids, and you know that, and you make me feel like I've done something wrong."
Yeah, now she
Both
now she loves her and her kids.
Yeah.
Now she
Mom
loves her.
asked me today, and I told her I'm going to read it because I have nothing to hide.
Did you
And then she
understand the
reads
part
the
where she was
text.
saying, when I say share, I don't mean share with about you. I mean, I'm not going to share with production.
Right. So basically she reads the text and she said, I've never repeated the thing you said and I never would. And she said she doesn't mean Dorit, which is a pile of bullshit. What she does mean, she said, is something about production, meaning like, I guess her and PK have had discussions about Lisa Vanderpump because he was friends with Vanderpump because they're both, English. They're both from jolly old England. So I guess that she was saying all the things that we've talked about. Just know I would never say anything about any of them.
Right.
Which I think everybody knows is a little bit of bullshit.
I
coming
think
off
so.
Of Kyle.
Yeah.
And Garcelle questions. She's like, I don't think she's telling the truth.
No.
And I like that. Garcelle's getting in there. And the Boze says, says, the more Kyle protests, the more I know she's totally wrong.
Guilty. Yeah, she's wrong.
She storms out of the house in a rhobh. This is when it becomes the Beverly Hillbillies. She's like going out. Like, do you have underwear on? Like, ew.
Yeah.
Like, Kyle. Stop.
No.
Right. And then they all are out the front porch.
She's doing it to make a scene. I don't know.
She does a little bit. Like, but listen, this is the first time.
So not on her side with any of them.
And you know what? This is the first time when she did that. I was like, you know what? This show is ending. I just thought they're really jumping a shark here. Her and Dorit sitting out with the bathrobes. It wasn't like this huge moment. It was just like they're running out of shit to do.
Yeah.
Like she's got to.
I'm getting tired of this fight.
Tired of it.
Yeah.
Just like I said with Lucy Apple Juicy. Do we have to see this Dorit and Kyle fight, fake fight? Maybe it's a fight. Maybe it's not a fight. You're mad at me because I wasn't that good of a friend. You're mad at me because I texted. It's all bullshit.
Yeah, I totally
agree. The show is running out of shit to do, and I think
they got to bring some new people in here.
It needs.
No, I know what they're
getting close to the end.
They're getting close to the end. There was a floating rumor that Lisa Vanderpump might come back on. I don't think
there is not a chance Lisa will come back on if Kyle's on that show.
But what if Kyle goes?
Maybe.
And
they're all off. Rinna's off. All of those.
I was just going to say, bring the two Lisas back if Kyle goes.
Oh, she would.
Bring Rinna and bring Vanderpump.
She would not. Vanderpump will not shoot with Lisa Rinna.
He hates
she
Rinna,
was in
right?
With Dorit, too, was that whole Lucy Apple Juicy thing.
I know. I just think if you want to jazz this show up, that would be an interesting one with the two Lisas back. But I know what you're saying.
I think she's not coming back with Kyle.
Yeah.
There's no love lost there.
Yeah.
And then Kyle and Dorit go outside the gate and talk in their robes. And Garcelle says, screaming guilty.
Yes.
And now they're talking. They're having a very normal conversation.
Calm.
Dorit kept it together.
She did.
Beautifully. And she said, PK is like a brother to her, but she'll always stick with Dorit, right? She's like, I'm a girl's girl. I'm always going to stick with you.
She's not, to me, I don't think Kyle's a girl's girl.
If she was a girl's girl, I wouldn't have to ask her to stop communicating with PK. She would have already done it.
Yeah. And she doubles down where Dorit was basically saying that PK can be a monster. And Kyle's like, I'm kind of doubting what Dorit is saying. Like, I've never seen that.
Right. She's like, I always thought Dorit wore the pants. She's like, but then again, she's saying he did, but she's like, but then again, I've never seen this Dorit. So who really knows?
Right.
Like, I've never seen this side of her.
So it's like she's really like so on PK's side with this and not Dorit's side.
Yeah.
Which is frustrating.
It is.
You know, what we're seeing and what Kyle is saying is completely different. But Kyle really has, I think she just has a delusional thing going on.
Well, she says Kyle says the thing that she said about never repeating had nothing to do with Dorit.
Yeah.
And Dorit's going, Kyle, really? Like, I don't know.
And then Kyle's like, we don't talk about you. And she goes, yes, you do.
Right.
And she's like, no, we don't. And she's like, yes, you do.
She's like, PK used to tell me when they go over to Maurice, when they'd be out, right? And if PK and Maurice were back, right? She's like, she would tell me about her issues with you. I would tell her about my issues with you. And then PK would tell me about it.
Right.
She's like, so come on. And she's trying to make it, that we talked about Vanderpump and all this. And it's like, I don't know.
Yeah. But you know what? I think that when you're a pathological liar,
which is basically what she calls Kyle in the episode.
Yes. You do truly believe your lies. Like in your mind, you're not lying.
Right.
I think that's why Kyle has such conviction.
Right. She's got
about
everything that she's it.
Yeah.
It's second nature now.
It's second nature. She's not even thinking about it.
So used to it. And Dorit said in this moment, Kyle is lying to herself. and she's not sure that Kyle knows how to be entirely real anymore.
Yeah,
She
I think
doesn't
so.
even think she knows. She's
right.
kind of lost in whatever's in. She's whipped up into some sort of negative frenzy.
But back to Erika, she defends Kyle and she thinks Kyle is misunderstood.
Right, because
So
she gets her stuff and then leaves in her robe. She didn't even put her clothes back on.
yeah,
Well, granted,
she got in a car,
I was
but
going to take her right to the house.
I was going to take her right home. But
She said, and Dorit gets exactly what she wants out of the situation. Nobody is questioning her about why she was a bad friend to me, and she had to pull something out of her hat, didn't she?
why was she a bad friend? I still don't get that part.
Why? Because she said
Because she
joking
said she didn't defend Teddy Mellencamp.
But no, she said in a joking way at BravoCon that after you spilled a drink on her that you weren't her favorite sister. That's kind of all I can think of.
Stupidest, pettiest thing
So
that she's upset with. And that she shared Kyle's text message last reunion. I mean, it's just
why is Erika defending Kyle? We need to defend Dorit.
Yeah.
That's why I like Boze is sticking up for her girl.
Totally. And she said Kyle is the common denominator. Jen Tilly says it's not a success unless someone is crying.
And someone leaves crying. But
Kyle made this about her. She made herself the victim.
Yeah, no. And then Sutton has to speak up and say, I'm like, shut up, Sutton.
I know.
But she was just like, we'll all be able to sit down and be okay, even though we're not friends. And then she's like, work in progress. And then she's like, agreed. And then she's like, let's have some food.
Yeah.
She was like, you
she's
didn't
like, whatever, Sutton.
answer her. And she was like, yes, I did. I said agreed. But Sutton just, oh, God.
Oh.
And then we saw the most stereotypical thing ever in Beverly Hills and on this show.
Where the girl got a car.
Gets a Porsche. Yeah. Porsche gets a Porsche for her 16th birthday.
Yeah, isn't that nice?
I don't think
Porsche gets a Porsche.
I don't think it's nice. They shouldn't be giving a 16-year-old a Porsche.
No, I don't think
What
so
does she have to look forward to in life?
Yeah.
I mean, get her a nice
she
car.
wants
They'll
want for nothing, these girls.
Get her a Jeep.
Okay, yeah. Get her a car you can kind of knock around in a little bit.
Right, like,
then get her a nice car in a couple of years,
Porsche,
maybe.
second.
I don't know. Yeah, get a used
one. Third.
Yeah.
You know?
Get a used one. Like, just
then
bang this around a little bit and then...
and then the kids handle the split, so out Kyle's saying, and then they're going to London. Mr. Stuffy Nose.
Mr. Stuffy Nose.
We're going to London, then Madrid, maybe Mallorca, Barcelona.
And as you said before, comes in like not a care in the world. Hi, everybody.
He's like, hi, honey.
No tension.
Kyle.
And this is why I think Kyle bottles it all up. She doesn't want her daughters,
which is why she
to know any of this.
Why she has so much anxiety,
and she's got a load of anxiety
and
from
her
it.
daughter Farrah is like older, like she could really talk
her
to
daughters
Farrah.
aren't little
she's
children.
Like 35, you know, like something.
They can handle this. Like, bring it up. Like, this happened. I'm going to talk about it on the show, but we're keeping it together and we're co-parenting, you guys. Whatever.
And then I thought, at the end when they're having the conversation at the spa, getting facials. It really didn't work at Boze's. I used to go get spas at this place in Beverly Hills. Not spas, facials at this place in Beverly Hills. And for a minute, I was like, oh, I wonder if that's her. But it
was
wasn't.
it the same? Oh, no.
No. I mean, that's now like 13 years ago. I mean, I'm sure she's still around, but her name was Leah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, she was great.
She was great.
Oh my God.
What you would just get a facial or anything else?
Extraction facials that I really didn't really need.
Oh yeah.
But like I don't
you
know.
have gorgeous
she
skin.
Did a whole number. Like she was fabulous.
But before we go to the spa, I did like Sutton in the part where they're at Garcelle's beach house. By the way, I loved her dog Junebug. He was so cute.
Yeah, it was cute.
Was that the dog's name Junebug?
Before we get to the beach house.
Yeah.
When Dorit says, she thinks she's afraid of Kyle. Okay. And then Erika says, I don't want to be in the middle of these two. Like, you guys work it out. But then she said, if you knew it was true, would you be okay with it?
Yeah.
And then Erika says no.
Right.
And
that was when they were at the spa together.
Oh, I was like, I thought we had an intruder in the home. I was like, all of a sudden
there was a noise over
there.
There
was executive producer Steve. I thought I heard something, but anyway, sorry. So she said, "Would you be okay with it?" And Erika says no, and it's the whole thing that she's afraid of Kyle. Blah 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 blah.
Yes, and I think that was a good. I'm glad that Dorit brought that to Erika. Let her know, why were you sticking up for Kyle? And then I think now Erika's kind of getting her back up a little bit. Like she's been like a good mediator this moment. Now she's getting her back up and going. Now I have to bow out of this friendship, so you two can work on this together and get me out of it. Yeah, this makes me want to bow out. But she was getting a little feisty there, Erika. Like, okay, now I'm starting to get in the mix of this, and it's not going well. So,
and what were you saying about the beach house, right?
Well, I was saying that I do appreciate that Sutton did not like the way Kyle was behaving, called it out and said, I am not going to bow down to the altar of Kyle Richards. This is the Sutton that I like.
Yeah.
So I did like that she brought that out and she sees it and she knows Dorit is not liking her. And she still kind of said, you know, what Kyle did was wrong.
What really pissed her off was Kyle says, always, don't run away. Stay here and work it out.
Right.
Don't run off. And
Right.
Kyle ran off.
Right.
But then they ended up filming outside. And Sutton doesn't see that because she wasn't out there.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what pissed her off. Like, you're very busy preaching to make us all do it on camera, and now you're running out.
Practice what you preach.
Yeah, exactly. So I think that's why she was annoyed.
Yeah.
But Junebug was there.
That was a cute
And
moment.
what is Garcelle's dog?
Oh, God. I didn't write it down.
It's like...
But she was comparing her dog to her personality and Junebug's dog to Sutton's
Princess personality. And she's like, you
Yeah.
can tell my dog.
That
I
was
forget
cute.
her dog's name. But either way,
Mm-hmm.
that is the episode of Beverly Hills this week. Not the best episode, but let's please hope to God by the next episode they stop talking about this freaking PK drama because it's the whole freaking season.
I think it's going to go into
please
next
don't make
episode.
it
They
the
showed that
whole
in the preview.
season. Please don't. No more.
What, you know, when you think about it though, right now, what other storyline is there?
Not much.
There really isn't anything.
I know. That's what I mean. I feel like
I feel like this is
they're coming
Dorit's
to the
season.
end of the line.
This is all Dorit.
I
But
really do feel like they're coming to the end of the line.
yeah, something has to turn. You have to turn to something
They
else
might have
now.
to hit a reset on this whole franchise. But they're never. I don't think they're going to
I don't
yet.
know. I'm curious to see if Kyle
Wait
comes
a minute.
back.
Want to talk about rebooting a franchise? I know this is not about Beverly Hills, but this is about New Jersey.
Yeah.
I saw Jackie talking on a podcast or talking about something, and she's talking about how in this mom group in Tenafly, New Jersey, they're advertising for new Real Housewives of New
Are
Jersey.
they really?
She's like, oh my God.
They're doing casting calls.
Exactly. I just was like, well, at least they're
Oh, they're
rebooting,
probably
'cause
freaking out.
that needed to be rebooted.
Oh
Let's
yeah,
just be
I'm thinking more and more
honest.
they are going to do a reboot with that entire show.
But we're back to Beverly Hills, but now we're
Chelsea.
out from Beverly Hills. But we will
For
be
now.
back next week with our little RHOBH hats on to talk. If God only help us, if it's all about PK
No more mims.
and the Mims. And the Mims. And
No
Jennifer
more
Tilly's
Mims. I don't
Mims.
care
Please
anymore.
no more.
Get away.
All right. On that note, we
Okay.
will see you next week.
Mhm.
Ladies in the Living Room podcast. Follow us at Ladies in the Living Room, LITLR podcast, and on YouTube at Ladies in the Living Room. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks for listening.
Bye-bye.
We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.